I'm Matteo Sadun Bordoni. I'm a PhD student in astrophysics at the Max Planck Institute for Extraterrestrial Physics in Garching, in Germany.
What do you do in your day-to-day work?
So in my day-to-day work, I'm usually every day at the institute, because we have quite a large group. So we have I work in the infrared group, so we do observations in the infrared, and we are divided in a galactic center part of the group, extragalactic, galactic, galaxy evolution, and so on. So we usually are quite a large team, and we like to stay at the institute all together and to interact a lot. So I usually am at the institute. I share an office with a colleague of mine, and usually in my, let's say, if I have to divide my work in a percentage, I would say maybe 20% I have to work with observations. So sometimes I have to fly to Chile, to Paranal Desert, where there is this beautiful observatory, the very large telescope, and we take the data there, and then we come back to Germany, and we have to analyze all the data. So this takes a lot of time as well. And so let's say if I have to split my time, maybe half of the time I have to work on the data. And so the whole process also to get from the raw data to taken by the instruments to the data that we use for our science. And then I work on my science projects. So most of the time I'm always at the computer, as many people don't know, but astrophysics is also a lot about working with our laptop and our computer. And yes, I'm mainly trying to investigate what's the nature of all the matter that is surrounding the supermassive black hole at the center of our galaxy. So there are stars, there are stellar mass black holes, so let's say the smaller black holes that we know that are orbiting around the biggest black holes that we know, such as the supermassive black hole at the center of our galaxy. And then we're trying to understand how the matter is distributed, so including the stars and this famous dark matter that everybody talks about, how this is distributed around the supermassive black hole.
And are you able to balance your personal life with your work life?
So as a PhD student, this is not always easy, because there are a lot of duties. So as I said, I also have to split my time between the observations and my maybe personal project of research, and this means that also sometimes as a PhD student you have to follow some classes, also to attend a lot of talks and seminars to learn. So it takes certainly a lot of time, but I always try as much as I can to keep a work-life balance. I think is very important, and so to have always to do sport at least 2 times per week, and to have as many friends as possible around, and to interact with as many people as possible. So going out in the weekends and parties and celebrating every occasion, because I really believe it's very important, and we shouldn't think 100% a lot of time about maybe a huge percentage of our time about the science, but also to keep some space for our personal life is really, really important.
And can you explain a bit more your topic of research, especially if you should tell this to bachelor students in physics?
Okay, so how can I explain it in a very even easier way than what I said before? So we have this monster at the center of our galaxy. So it's a supermassive black hole. So it's 4 million times the mass of our sun. And we are studying the orbits of stars that are going around the supermassive black hole at a very, very high speed, and with orbits of around 10, 20 years. So they're moving very fast, and they are moving around the supermassive black hole. And by studying the way they move around the supermassive black hole, we can tell a lot about the supermassive black hole itself, but also about the environment around the supermassive black hole and what else is there. Especially if there are these smaller black holes, so the stellar mass black hole that are, for example, only a few times the mass of our sun, like 10 times the mass of our sun. And then we have also some fainter stars that we do not see with our telescopes. And we want to know more about everything that is around there, and not only the supermassive black hole. And that is what the scientific question, let's say, that I'm trying to address now.
If you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe.